Yo. Fuck. Thanks a lot, Drasho. Lucky it could have gone on forever like that. Yeah, whenever there's like a Windows update, it fucks up my microphone settings. Yeah, which I forgot. But yeah, so I can't remember what I said previously, but I basically, I wasn't planning on streaming today, but yeah, I noticed that this update came out, and excuse me, I thought I'd share it with you guys. For those of you who can't read or choose not to, I'll just read through the blog and yeah, share what the devs of the Old Realms Warhammer mod are up to. Yeah, so first thing is career balance changes. We've tuned and balanced the new enchantment system to integrate seamlessly with our other gameplay additions, such as magic, ensuring that the new magic items and buffs can compete and are worth taking over other abilities. That's weird. I wouldn't have thought they would be in competition. I thought you would just have all the stuff you normally have, and we're going to additionally to that have enchanted stuff. So for those of you who missed the previous blog, there's going to be a new kind of runesmithing ability, or enchanting ability, where, you know, in addition to the blacksmithing that's already in the game, you're going to be able to infuse items with magical abilities, like, you know, doing extra damage or extra fire damage, or, you know, whatever, different properties, but also like more exotic stuff, like I think probably life steal. I don't know if they mentioned that. You know, they showed a demonstration of it casting fireballs. Like as you hit somebody, there's a chance that a fireball explosion will go off and like blow up everything around you. That's another one where an armor, where every time you get hit, there's a certain percentage chance that it'll spawn dryads. So as you're like kind of running around getting hit, dryads just start popping out of you. So yeah, so a lot of potentially crazy exotic stuff there. But yeah, so so I'm not sure why you would have to take it over other abilities. Maybe it's because you have to spec into it. Maybe it's like smithing. Maybe it's like there's a runesmithing ability or an enchanting ability. Some of the perks have been updated to better integrate with base game mechanics such as stealth and more. Yeah, so the next update is going to be built on 1.3. So when this comes out in like, I don't know, 3 months or whatever, however long it's going to be, then yeah, it's going to be built on 1.3, the same version of the game that the War Sales mod runs on, or the War Sales expansion or whatever. But yeah, so War Sales is kind of like a mod. Like you'll notice in your mod list, War Sales comes up as a mod, and War Sales is built on the 1.3 version of the game, which is the new version that's got sling weapons and stealth and the new diplomacy and the, you know, events and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so next updated, this is going to be built on that as well. Some of our perks have been updated to better integrate with the base game mechanics such as stealth and more. We've redone some of the descriptive text for abilities and careers to ensure clarity. Oh, that's good, because I've spent a lot of time trying to figure out what a lot of things do. Lastly, we have some fun new talents to play with, increasing replayability and, more importantly, coolness factor. For example, the Waywatcher career ability has been reworked. The goal was to make his shots feel more intuitive, as well as move away from the magic wizard projectile vibes and closer to archer god playstyle that he was always meant to embody. Apart from a scatter shot, there are also other modifiers that he can attach to his new career ability. Waywatcher career ability rework. Okay. Oh, that looks way cooler. Yeah, that looks super cool. Might actually have to try the Waywatcher now. I really hate the Waywatcher ability, like the way it is currently. It's like this weird. It feels like a magic spell. Like it feels and casts like a magic spell. It doesn't feel like. I don't think it even plays a bow animation. I'm not sure. It just doesn't feel like you're shooting a bow. I just hate the Waywatcher. Basically, I never play the Waywatcher. But yeah, that change, just of changing his ability to actually be like a proper bow shot instead of being like a weird magic spell, like that probably fixed him into me pretty much straight away. So yeah, that's cool. Orc duel mechanic. Orc players can now duel Greenskin lords, which is something decidedly Greenskinny. It allows you to gain both units and Greenskin currency teeth if you win. So try to win, or you may find yourself losing things instead. Oh, okay, so basically you fight, if you meet another lord, you can fight them, and then if you win, you get like some of their troops and some money and stuff. Let's see who's the biggest and the strongest. How cool does that orc look? Oh, check out the weapons as well. Those weapons are new. check it out. Black Hawk armor. That looks pretty cool. No green tide is complete without big Wa magic, and our shaman career will embody this fact. Instead of channeling the winds of magic, it will be Wa itself that the shamans utilize to project the will of Gork and Mork. Was it Mork and Gork? Yep. So this is the shaman, orc shaman career ability. The shaman is, yeah, they said they were going to rework the career abilities to make them more easily understood. I don't think they did that with the Greenskin stuff, because the Greenskins are fucking... The shaman is the center of the Wa. You connect yourself to the boys round and they will give you more juju power for zapping and blasting. But if the boys start dying, then your zappy energy gets blasted out of you. And get blasted out of you, they take it with them. The better you get, the more you can connect with the Wa, and remember to stay close to the old ways. Wearing hard bits and metal stuff like them hard boys is gonna get you less juju power. So I'm guessing that means that basically you can regenerate your winds of magic based on how many greenskin, how many orcs there are nearby. But yeah. Greenskin big eye magic. Orc magic's no joke and provides the greenest and meanest with toolset strong enough to compete with all the casters from all the other factions, but flashier. As greenskins are unable to channel the winds of magic directly, they have to plunder shrines and fight using the collective energy of the greenskins to cast spells of the big Wa. So there's some pictures of things that might be spells. Thanks to Roger of Bork, we now have spell icons for the Greenskins Big Wa. Magic display, log rework, and damage modability. Healing hand healed 300 health to 5 targets. What's healing hand? I don't even know what healing hand is. Magic has always had a rework for clarity and balancing, something we're constantly tuning and adjusting based on our own experience, most importantly feedback from the community. Part of the rework was a visual adjustment on how we display spell damage and healing values for clarity, and our magic itself is more stable with fairer XP gain in battle based on effectiveness of your spell prayer, and an added option to modify spells or damage within the mod itself as part of a submod. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool, because I think like a lot of people, including myself, feel like magic can be a bit cheesy and overpowered, and it'd be kind of cool if it was a bit different somehow, but I'm not really sure exactly how I would want to change it, but yeah. Diplomacy. Ostmarks formed an alliance with Ostland. Count Wolfram has decided to form an alliance with Ostland, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So they're adding the diplomacy from 1.3. Vote on whether to honor the alliance with Wasteland by joining the war against the Dukedom of Baston or break the alliance. There we go. Diplomacy is a big part of Bannerlord. 1.3 has introduced more diplomatic options for the base game, such as trade agreements and better alliances. We decided to tweak it. We're in the process of making the diplomacy in our mod as law-friendly as possible, affecting their wars and peace and decision-making. Strong ties between Dwarf and Man will mean that they will war less often, whereas the distrust between the Elves and the Dwarfs could mean higher tensions at times. With this approach, we aim to make the players' involvement between these factions have more meaning. Not supporting an ally that's losing a war could render a treaty worthless. Alliance itself will then be dissolved with diplomatic consequences. 3D assets. As always, we have a stunning array to showcase, from stylish Great Shaman armor to the orkiest of stabbers. There's no shortage of visual treats for you to get your hands on and admire in the future, starting with work from our very talented head of 3D, Shaw Muscle. Wow, that looks amazing. Rip Athaloren, the Dowie going to be starting shit over there constantly. Yeah, they're just be marching through the Empire to smash Athaloren. Well, actually, yeah, Ethelred. Yeah, probably. Yeah. So maybe the elves in Laurelorn will be a bit safer because they're further away from any mountains. But yeah, look at that screenshot. That looks like just beautiful piece of art. But yeah, also that helmet and everything looks pretty cool too. I hope that the weights of things are good. Like I feel like some of the armors, like they look like they should be light armor, but they're sort of super heavy armor. Like the Marauder trousers that like don't give you any chest armor at all, but they still weigh like 20. Like they weigh more than like this heaviest armor and shit. So yeah, so I'm hoping that these armors will be nicely balanced with weight and stuff. Orc Warboss, yeah, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I like how they've got the legs are kind of short and the torsos are kind of long. Kind of a different rig from the normal human. Continuing the greenskins, there's more choppers, blockers, shooters coming your way thanks to Pyrogolepka, Tramicful, and Merlin for their support of assets for our greenest and meanest. Yeah, this look amazing. I love this axe design where you can like kind of punch or chop with it, depending on which one you want to do. It's a cool design. They should make axes like that in real life. Some cool shields. Some Black Oak steel shields. Some orc bows. Some shooters. To the numerous fans of the dwarfs, fret not, they are certainly not forgotten. With the inclusion of rangers, dwarfs shall gain additional ranged firepower support for their well-renowned and amply drunk scouts. Well, there you go, Dwarf Ranger. Lastly, we have an entry-level magic staff that will be used by gold wizards in battle. There you go. 2D banners. There's some new banners for the NPC factions in the game. I wish that there was a banner, like a custom banner set built into it for the player as well. With just like this kind of stuff, just kind of like random banners, or if you could just steal these banners from the players, from the actual characters in there. I wonder if, oh, you updated, we have to rework all banners, time-consuming process. Big thanks to Zed Foreign. I think they misspelled the name there, but I think that's Zed Foreign. Taking the time. Banners are by no means anything short of an iconic part of the Warhammer world. Yeah, for sure. It'd be cool if, you could use those, because in vanilla you can choose any of the banners that are used by the factions in the game, you know. So yeah, so it'd be cool if you could choose these, because like these banners all look cool and Warhammery. You know, these look all kind of cool and Warhammery, but then the vanilla banners that you're able to choose for your character are all like really basic and look really shit. Well, they just don't look the same style, you know. So it'd be cool if you could just choose of those. Talented sceners have created some exciting new maps for new and older factions, starting with Jajabo's additions to brand new town maps, Dwarf Carrack, and King's Glade for the Wood Elves. Look at that Carrack, that looks fucking amazing. Not all vanilla faction banners are available. Yeah, no, but the point I'm trying to make is that the vanilla faction banners, you can choose those vanilla faction, like the banners that you can choose in vanilla, like they fit in perfectly with the world. They match the exact same style. Whereas in Old Realms, you're picking this list of these vanilla banners, which don't match the style of the banners in the game at all. You know what I mean? So yeah, it'd be good if they either just let you choose from any of the banners, or they make a bespoke list, a bespoke set of banners specifically for the player that are, you know, Warhammery. Excuse me. King's Glade. It looks similar to the old Wood Elf land areas, but I'm guessing, yeah, like obviously it's different layout and stuff, but yeah, that's cool. Zedforan has also magicked up a charming tavern for our greenskins. Well, honestly, I wouldn't want to visit this one, but each to their own. So it's a charming tavern where they're like got like dwarfs nailed up to the wall for torturing and throwing arrows at. The Limpen Squig. This mod is like the definition of a passion project. They're doing so much work for free just because they want to. Yeah, it's amazing. The Proven Pit by Zed Foreign. That's cool. Oh, this is an arena, a Greenskin arena. With the help of Admok, with the help of Amdok, The vampires should finally have their own incredibly atmospheric town map to explore and get lost in. Prepare for the spooky gallows, cemetery, and fog overload. I'd love it if there was some sort of like, yeah, I love it if vampires had some sort of blood drinking ability, especially integrated with the new stealth mechanic. It'd be so cool to be able to like sneak around and like murder people in town and stuff. Bretonian Keep. Oh wow, look, check out this Bretonian Keep. That looks amazing. There's a Bretonian knight flying around in there. So I probably could like, I don't know. Can't really expand. I could expand these. Make it a bit bigger. So just while we're looking at these screenshots, it'd probably be nicer to be able to see them a bit better. There's the arena. Looks pretty cool. And the tavern. Yeah, this tavern and arena looks amazing. Oh, the tavern's got multiple levels, has it? So you can go up on these like high platforms and stuff. That'd be cool to fight on a place like that. I guess you can't fight in the tavern, but yeah. Le Profiteer has created a new Bretonian keep scene befitting the royarchs of Fair Bretonia. Chef's kiss. Nice. Hey, this looks amazing as well. Yeah, that looks really nice. And finally, Ninian and Le Profiteer work together on a new city map for the Empire. Look at that spectacular glow, a sight to behold. There's a long bridge there. Yeah, this is nice. Hey, Zedforan, how you going, buddy? I was just praising your work. Some of those scenes look amazing. It's all this Empire stuff. And that would be it, folks. As always, a big thank you to players for their continued support. We are still actively recruiting team members. If you have a skill that you think we could use, please don't hesitate to apply. Alternatively, if you simply want to be part of the community, you can head over to our Discord. So yeah, there is a Discord, and you can go in there and, you know, discuss the mod and add, you know, suggestions and stuff like that. I did see the banners, yeah. I was saying how I'm hoping that we can either choose from these banners for our player factions, or that there's bespoke banners for the players as well, because that's one thing with the mod at the moment. It's kind of a bit crap because you can only choose from the vanilla banners, which don't fit in at all with the other AI banners. Yeah, I get that these AI banners, but I'm saying like there's a problem with the mod at the moment, which is basically like you only can choose from like vanilla banners, but in your vanilla banners look really shit. They don't match at all with the proper banners. I need to make separate banners for the players as they use a different system. Yeah, I think like, I mean, I'm not saying that's a priority or anything, but at some point I'd love to see that, because at the moment, you know, I tried to use CC's banners, but the mod's not working at the moment. And yeah, but yeah, like in vanilla, you know, you can choose the actual vanilla banners. So when you go into the game, your banner like is the exact same style as the vanilla banners when you're playing War Sales, and that's quite nice, you know. Whereas in this, it's like if you make a cool faction, like you want to have a cool banner like this, but yeah, but yeah, you'd have to make a lot of banners for all the different potential you know, banners that people might want to have and stuff. So yeah, but I don't know, like, yeah, I guess yeah, like I guess, you know, I'd love it if there was a few different banners based on like comets and stuff, you know, that you could potentially use as your own holy order of Sigmar or some shit. And, you know, yeah, I don't know. It's hard because the banners are so intricate and stuff. Can't promise that I'll get player facing banners done in time for this update. Oh no, it's not at all. Not at all like wanting it to be done for this update. I was just noting that that's something that should be on the list for one day. But yeah, not urgent at all. But yeah, no, these banners look cool. Oh yeah, I love all these: Ostermark, Wissenland, Talabekland. They look amazing. Elves, yeah. Some Bretonian ones, some Chaos ones, and some Vampire ones. Oh, they changed the Undivided to be black and red now. But yeah, I was there's some more dwarf action. Weapon, the Greenskin weapons and models look amazing. War boss, look at that. This looks like a beautiful piece of art, like just like a beautiful screenshot. But yeah, that shaman armor looks so cool. I was saying I hope that the armor weight and stuff is a bit more rebalanced. So like I've noticed when I play as spellcaster, like there's a lot of armors that look like they should be light because they have like really shitty armor values, but they're actually super heavy. Yeah, it sure sometimes gets a bit artistic for the blogs, a bit arty for the blogs. Shaman armors are light for an orc. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know if their Wind's magic regen works the same as other factions anyway, so maybe it doesn't matter. Yeah, so yeah, good that it's integrating the diplomacy and the stealth mechanics and stuff. I don't really expect them to do a heap with the stealth mechanics like straight away, but if yeah, with the stealth mechanics being, you know, brought into the game, like it'd be you know, it opens up a lot of opportunities for you to expand, like, you know, the witch hunter, like the being able to be a vampire and like stealth around, like drinking people's blood. Like that'd be a really cool thing if you do the stealth mechanics with a vampire. You can actually, like, when you do the executions, you like drink their blood or something. That'd be sweet. But yeah, but I'm not saying that you need that stuff straight away, but it's cool, like the possibilities that the stealth mechanic opens up for, like adding like roleplay stuff to certain different character classes and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, the orc dueling is a really cool idea. The only faction that can't use stealth are the greenies. Yeah, well, the thing is, like, at the moment, like the problem with the stealth mechanic at the moment in vanilla in war sales is there's no point doing it. Like it's just a waste of fucking time. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of fun, like, to do it. I don't mind doing stealth missions every now and again, but like in terms of like a power gaming perspective or an overall strategy, like it's just a waste of your time. Like you're better off like leveling stealth through different mechanics. There's no actual reason to do it, so that's, I mean, it's cool that stealth's going to be integrated into the game, but until you get to the point where you're actually integrating stealth into career progression or career special abilities or special spell ability. Yeah, no, I said yeah. No, that's okay. I wouldn't expect you to have special stealth things for this update. I was just saying it's exciting that for the possibilities, you know, in the future or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. It's only now possible, and some careers do more for stealth. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool if like some careers are like have extra stealth abilities or whatever based on their career and stuff. But yeah, I'd love it if like later on you had like special missions or whatever that you could do, and you would have like the main problem with stealth really is that the rewards are not worth it. So you can fix it pretty easily by just making it that you have better the stealth missions have better rewards. Have it like, you know, have it like that there's a chance that you'll get, you know, magical items at the end or fucking something, whatever, like, yeah, or just pump up the amount of stealth XP that you get from doing them or something. Because yeah, that's the main problem with the stealth. Like the stealth mechanic is fun, it's not rewarding enough to be worth the time investment, because it takes a long time to stealth. You got to like stealth and wait and stealth, you know. So for that time investment, I feel like it needs to be a bit more rewarding. This is vanilla I'm talking about. Might have one special thing to stealth. Oh, I'll be interested to look at it, to check it out. But yeah, like I said, it's more like I'm more excited about, like, you know, possible future deeper stealth stuff that can be integrated with the careers, you know, potentially. But yeah, I'll yeah, wait and see for next update. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. All looks good. Orcs are probably like my least excited part about, like, I'm probably more excited about the updates for all the existing factions and for the dwarfs. Like I'm not a huge orc guy, but I'm sure that I will love, I'm sure that I will play the shit out of the orcs as well. I'll play the shit out of everything, I'm sure. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. Oh, where'd that go? Oh yeah, here we go. This is the troll. It's coming with the next update. Stone troll. Pretty awesome. Aesthetically, I love playing Black Orc on Warhammer Online. Their actual mechanics were a bit weird though, so I'm definitely doing that in Old Realms. Yeah, I like the Black Orc vibe as well, for sure. Oh, I love the new Waywatcher ability. Like I don't play Waywatcher ever. Like that's one career I just don't touch. Because I just fucking hate their career ability. Like how it does that weird spell effect and stuff. Like that's like basically the single main thing that stops me ever playing Waywatcher. This is beautiful. Like he's actually firing the bow and it's really cool. I'm super happy about that. I think that's an amazing upgrade. Oh, actually, that's not his. That's not his career ability. But is it? Oh no! It's active. Oh right, yeah. So as long as the career ability's up, he's firing multi shots. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's way cooler than the old. That's way cooler than the old career ability. Swaggy shooting. Yeah, I sort of feel like the Waywatcher still doesn't really work though in this because like I don't know, you kind of imagine him being like a stealth archer, but you can't really stealth on the battlefield. But yeah, and also I feel like he probably works better when he's on a horse. Because if you're an archer and you're not on a horse, then you're just gonna get run over. It's because you want to play a war dancer and not a wayward. Yeah, I really want a war dancer that can like jump around and like dash through people and shit like that. That'd be sick. Hey Marcus. Yeah, I'm not really like a Waywatcher guy, I think. Oh, I'm not really an elf guy at all, and particularly not Waywatchers. Like, if I was going to play an elf, then my elf would be like a wood elf, then it would be a wood dancer, yeah. I do believe has one of the classes that gains things when using stealth. Also, a Waywatcher gains bonuses from being on foot. Oh, that's cool. I'll be interested to see it'd be interested to see what the bonuses are from being on foot. I feel like there's no bonus that could be good enough to be better than being on a horse. So I'll be interested to see how that works. Evaluate that. But yeah, I'm glad that there is a bonus for being on foot. But yeah, unless the bonus for being on foot is that you can run as fast as a horse, then I don't know. I can't imagine it being as good as being on a horse. Okay, if you can like run super fast, like if you can run super fast, that's pretty cool. As long as it doesn't feel like ridiculous and janky. That'd be cool if it interacted quite well with heavy armor as well. So like heavy armor scaled really badly with it, so you have to like be on super light armor as well. Yeah, nice. But then, that'll just make me have to make a I'll have to just make a Waywatcher that's like a super heavy armored horse riding, plate wearing Waywatcher with a gun. No plate wearing elf. Yeah. Filthy. All elves are filthy. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the dwarfs. Like, I just love the idea of role playing with the dwarfs and like, yeah, dwarfs. So dwarfs can't have mounts in the game, right? Dwarfs can't ever ride mounts. Do they get any special stuff for being on foot or anything, or any bonuses to make up for that, or? Oh, if there's anything, if you can say anything about it yet. They're meant to be the slowest faction. Yeah, they're meant to be slow, but like, they don't get any advantage or anything like for being tougher or, you know, harder to knock over or something. Yeah, they should be like harder to knock over, so that when they can just take charges from cavalry and they don't get knocked over. That'd be cool. It is harder to knock them over. Oh, okay, cool. Also, they have super heavy armor. Armor is really good. I do like super heavy armor. Companion only, all iron breakers, next campaign. Or first campaign. Actually, yeah, no, I'll play a Slayer, and I'll have all my companions will be iron breakers, so that I can just run around with a squad of iron breakers protecting me, and then I just burst out and slay everything. If you play dwarfs, get ready to move like a snail for the whole game. Do you mean like? Do you mean they're even slower than just base speed, or do you just mean that they can't get advantage from extra horses and stuff? No, that's bullshit. It should be the opposite way around. They should get extra speed. Like, if anything, it should be like, yeah, it should be like no mounts, and they should get no bonus from footmen on horses, but they should get just a base speed upgrade from being able to march for longer than humans and shit, like they're, you know, staunch marching or fucking whatever. Because otherwise it would just, like, you know, it would kind of suck if they were actually slower. Oh yeah, if they don't need, yeah, if they don't get any extra bonus from the career or whatever, that's okay, I guess. But yeah, I feel like they should get extra bonus from their career for, like, you know, staunch marching or whatever. I feel like dwarfs are like pretty into that. But yeah, I feel like they should just not get the horse bonus. That would be really lore friendly if they can't ride horses and they can't get bonus from footmen on horses for dwarfs. I don't know if you can specifically do that or not. But yeah, I'm saying they shouldn't be a minor debuff. There should be a buff. There should be a buff for their extra marching ability that would partially make up for them not having horses. Obviously not as good as just having everyone mounted, but it should be like, they should be faster than, or you know, as fast or whatever, at least as normal humans, I reckon. But I don't know. That's just my take on it. I feel like there's the lore reasoning that you can say that there's the lore reasoning that they should be faster. Oh, I'm talking about campaign map movement, not in battle. Yeah. In battle, if they're a bit slower because they got short legs or whatever, that's fine. But I'm saying, like, on campaign map, I reckon they should get a little bit of extra speed boost to kind of partially make up for them not having any horses, and just make the lore explanation that, you know, they're sturdy and they can just march for like 15 hours a day compared to normal troops that can only march for 8 or whatever. That kind of thing. But Mercy, a fat picture of me. I'm not a dwarf. I'm a full-sized man. I'm an average-sized man. They still get, they do gain speed from pack animals, not certain though. Okay, cool. That's all right. Yeah, I think being slow on the campaign map is a super bad penalty, like, and being really fast on the campaign map is really good, like, because it slows you down so much, like, because every time you're chasing, and if you're chasing a new party, like, you have to be slightly faster than them to catch them, right? But if you're 0.1 faster, like, only just faster, you'll be chasing them all over the fucking map before you actually catch them and attack them. Whereas if you're like 2 points faster than them, you just be like zoop, and then, you know, so like that extra bit of campaign map means that you can hit like 10 times as many battles in the same period. So it's like, yeah, so it's like really, yeah, campaign map, speed map is a real, like, an important penalty or buff. Yeah, they can have pack animals, just can't ride them. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. You don't get speed from pack animals. You get speed from pack. You get capacity. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so pack animals give you speed. Riding animals, spare riding animals, count as like spare mounts for foot troops. So in the vanilla game, it's like a foot troop that doesn't ride a horse in battle. If there's a spare riding horse available for them, then they get extra speed on the campaign map. But that's like, the explanation for that is that the foot troops are off screen riding the horses. So I would expect that dwarfs shouldn't get that, which is a pretty major penalty. So that's why I feel like they should have like a, you know, hard marching bonus or something to make up for that. I can check if regular mounts apply a speed buff in the campaign. Yeah, regular mounts do apply a speed buff on the campaign map. You can see. Oh, you mean for dwarfs? Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't complain if you didn't remove that. But yeah, they probably shouldn't. They probably shouldn't, I guess. But yeah, they probably shouldn't. But yeah, if you do remove that bonus from having spare mounts, then yeah, I reckon they should just have Dwarf should just have a passive like bonus on the, like, Dwarf should just march faster on the campaign map by default than other factions or whatever. I reckon, to make up for it, just at least a little bit. Because just from a, like, I feel like there's a lore explanation that they like march harder and longer than humans, so that you can like wave away the explanation of that. But just from a gameplay point of view, it'll just, you know, it'd be nice if they didn't like suck heaps. Pump those dwarven legs. Yeah, that's it. It's a bit tricky because some armies are just slower than others, but you don't want the dwarfs to never be able to fight anyone. Yeah, it kind of sucks because there's no ambush or anything in this. So if your army is just slower than everybody else, then you just literally never be able to catch anyone, and it'll just suck dick. So that's where, I think that's where you've got to sort of, yeah, I think that's where you got to sort of think about a bit of, you got to think about the lore, but you got to also think about the gameplay, and like, yeah, dwarfs being slow as shit on the campaign map would be kind of suck. We've shown the Slayer ability in a previous blog. Oh, did you? Oh, I don't remember that. I remember seeing a picture of the Slayer, but I don't remember their ability. Now this is an enchanted axe that chops people up. It's really fast. That's pretty satisfying. I want to be that dwarf. I don't really know how to navigate this. Like, how do I get to the previous blogs and stuff? Is there a list of them somewhere? Yeah, I don't know how to get through the previous ones. Oh, here we go. But yeah, I don't remember what the Slayer ability was, and I don't remember seeing it. Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to navigate through this mod DB thing. It's not very intuitive. Some dwarf scenes. Oh yeah, dwarf hair situation. I feel like that's very important. We need to figure out this like dwarf beards and dwarf hair like cropping through helmets and stuff. It's gonna be key. It's gonna be key for dwarf gameplay. The beards have to be beards have to work out. Not exclusive to Dowie? Yeah, no, I know it's not exclusive to Dowie, but I'm feeling like now that you've got dwarfs in it, like the whole hair situation is much more important now. Because there's dwarfs. It might be alright for humans to have weird shorn beards, but not for dwarfs. Check out this guy. Rune Lord. He looks pretty cool. Yes, this is the like enchanting runesmithing. Square beard. It's got a little scroll, a little scroll roller that's rolled up in the bottom of the beard. So it's actually a rolled beard. Pretty cool. Yes, this is it. See, some of these enchantments, like, I feel like, I don't know, like, I don't know, do you know what I mean? Like, it feels a little bit like, I don't know, it just feels a bit janky to me. Like, kind of like how some of the magic feels just a bit like, I don't know, like the exploding thing, like, yeah. If it just like, if it sort of like flared a little bit and it set people on fire, but didn't actually explode, or maybe, or yeah, or if it just set people on fire when it hit them or something, I feel like that would be less janky. But like, I think like just the whole like fireball thing, I don't know, like, it's cool, but it's a bit, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, you can always just not use it if you don't like it. And yeah, this one as well, like, it just creates dryads, so dryad just got summoned then. Every time you get hit, there's a chance of dryads getting summoned. Yeah, this dwarf with the axe. This is just like a fast, high penetrating, just badass axe, basically. I do like the idea of an axe that's just super fucking awesome. Blam. Blam, blam. Runesmith career. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember where the Slayer stuff was. But yeah, so that's the devblog. Yeah, I was only joking about the beard stuff for it, and I was just making a dwarf joke. It'd be hilarious if the Slayer didn't have a career ability. He just gets grumpier every time that you don't die in battle. Yeah. His orc art's pretty cool. Oh yeah, I didn't really get so it's condensing it. So instead of having like 50 million messages saying 300 health, 300 health, 300 health, 300 health, it just like has, well, actually no, the healing didn't even show up as a message at all before, did it? But is that like how it will be when you do damage to people as well? It'll just have like one thing saying 45 damage to 5 targets or whatever, so that it won't take up so much space on your combat feed. It's more condensed so you can read it now, and healing shows. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, I think yeah, I'm pretty excited about the new companions for the Empire and the new careers for Empire, as well as obviously the dwarfs. The message isn't clear as to whether it's 300 hit points to 5 targets each or 300 in between 5 targets. I assume it's 300 hit points to 5 targets each, but yeah, you're right, that would be a lot of healing. So yeah, is that 300 health? So each of the 5 targets got healed for 300, so they got healed to max? Or is that like 300 divided by 5? Should be in total. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Well, I guess that sort of makes sense actually in total, because it's like, because the XP that you get is based on the damage dealt. So it'd be like saying you did 300 total healing. So that gives you an indicator of how much experience you gained in Faith. What's Healing Hand? Is that the Priestess of Shalier ability? It's just like Fridericus seems like a weird name for a Priestess of Shalier. Is there a new career coming out that's got like Priestess of Shalier healing or something? It could, I don't know, I guess it could be, I don't know, it could be the, Who knows? Well, 99% of us here definitely don't know. Maybe they made a Shellian clergy for both genders. Yeah, it could be a male Shellian priest, even though they're rare or whatever. It could be, they could be one, or it could be a it could be a new playable career or something. I did have the what do you call it, I've got my Warsmith Chaos Magister playthrough in the background here. We're mid siege. I was thinking about playing a bit of that, but I've got to start working in like 50 minutes, so I think we'll just have a little bit of a chat about this, and then that'll be it for today. I'm gonna play Warhammer Total War tonight because there's a update, patch notes and stuff that came out for that yesterday, which I didn't get to cover because I was busy, I guess. So yeah, so I'd be keen to check that out. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, I mean, I've kind of always wanted to do like a Priestess of Shalia, kind of like some sort of passive healing playthrough or something like that. But I mean, it'd be stupid. But you know. Yeah, I was reading a bit about male Shalian priests. Apparently, they're pretty popular. They're pretty rock star when you do occasionally get one. See the Slayer image on Discord. Oh, you mean the... yeah, I saw the career ability. I saw the career... sorry, I thought you were talking about like a video or something. Yeah, I saw the Slayer career thing. Yeah, sorry, I didn't realize that was what you meant. I thought you were just talking about a video. Yeah, thanks, Sid, for appreciate that, man. Sorry, I just gave up on looking for that. Yes, this is the Slayer's career page. So for a little time, the Slayer has increased movement and weapon speed bonus. Kills made while the ability is active provide the Slayer with a stack of Doomseeker, increasing damage. Keeps all stacks until the end of battle. For every keystone, the damage bonus is increased by 0.05%. To charge the ability, 500 damage must be dealt. Every subsequent kill adds 100 to the charge amount. For every keystone, 5th perk, you require 10% more damage overall. Yeah, this is gonna be really fun. This is gonna be really fun. That's what I was saying. Like the blood what do you call it? The Blood Knight. When you play the Blood Knight, it's really cool concept, but it just it doesn't feel good because it slows everything down, and slow down is not exciting. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of cool the first time you do it, like, oh yeah, everyone's slowed down and blah blah. But when you fought, like, you know, your 100th battle in fucking slow-mo, it's like kind of not that much fun. Whereas the Slayer makes you go faster. Go fast is super fun. That's why the Bretonnian Knight's so fun, just running around super fast, just fucking chopping people up. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to do that with the Slayer. Hopefully he gets some perks that make him like immune to dying as well. Oh yeah, Slayer's gonna be great. Gotta play a Slayer. Slayer with like a 4 Ironbreaker bodyguards and a pocket healer that just follows you around healing you. I personally made some changes to the Grail Knight. I only really used the Grail Knight as a surrogate Chaos Warrior. So I'm moving even faster, and one of their charges when they're mounted. Yeah, I don't know. The Grail Knight doesn't really appeal to me that much, really. It's I play the Bretonnian Knight a fair bit, but I always play them as if they fall into chaos and just go and like recruit Chaos Warriors and stuff. And have all my knights as like dark chaos knights with giant axes and heavy armor and stuff. And they work quite well for that. Infused with the power of the chaos gods, running around berserkers. If you want to play Bretonnian for the sake of playing Bretonnian, play Musion. Why do you say that? Musion Knight's pretty much the same as a Bretonnian Knight except for they're not as durable. Maybe they do more damage, and thematically they go better with vampires. Because Musion is cool. Okay, well that's fair. But yeah, no, I think like the Ground Knights are cool. You know, a cool character and stuff. But I'm, you know, I'm personally not as into it as I am into Chaos Warriors. So I just always pretend that he's a Chaos Warrior and pretend that he's fallen to Chaos and try and recruit Chaos Warriors and Minotaurs and stuff. And that makes me happy. Yeah, the main thing that's fun about the Bretonnian Knight is the speed. The fact that it'll, like, you know, you have a big bunch of Bretonnian Knights dismounted with Minotaurs and Chaos Warriors, and then you just pop your ability and everyone just goes berserk. Yeah, that's right. The Black Knight, the Musion Knight's more, is better for the army probably, yeah, exactly. And a bit more offensive, and also, yeah, thematically it works better having 19 vampires with your Musion Knight. So you basically have you have a Musion Knight with like 19 vampires, or you have a Bretonnian Knight with like 19 Bretonnian Knights. And the Bretonnian Knight with the 19 Bretonnian Knight companions will be more durable, tougher. But the Bretonnian Knight with the 19 vampires will just obliterate everything in seconds with their magic. They'll be a lot more offensive. But if they run out of magic, then they'll all die. Well, they'll die a bit easier than the Bretonnian Knights. 19 vampires cast Chillwind and the war is over. Yeah, that's right. But sometimes you run into an army that's just too big and you can't kill them all with Chillwind, and then you have to go Bretonnian Knight style and just chop them up. And yeah, the vampires aren't quite as good as the Bretonnian Knights. Don't have as many hit points and not quite as tough. But they're still pretty tough. They got like 200 plus hit points. The grammar is going to be on a different release. Oh yeah, I don't think anyone cares about the grammar. Going through all the careers to make them more understandable and defined. I feel like you should have like in brackets for the orc ones, because I get that it's like, you know, I get that it's like characterful to have the orc stuff all in like orcish, but in terms of like, you know, giving information to the player, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like this, like, for the orcs, you know, you should just have this top part up here should be in like orcish, but when you're like explaining mechanically how the thing actually works, it should just be in plain English. Mercy's saying you can't read Orcish. I'm saying that these descriptions are quite often pretty fucked anyway, and you can't understand what the fuck they mean. And if you have it in Orcish, that's just like, what the fuck? Why are you making it even harder? Piero is a diehard for the Orcish. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. But yeah. Oh yeah, I'm Slayer roleplay. It's gonna be so good. Oh, it doesn't really matter too much that far. And like once we figure out how it works, then we can just, you know, have our own descriptions. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, yeah, like a basic thing of communication is that you use words that everybody involved in the conversation understands. So it's like, I guess you got to decide whether it's art or it's communication. That's why I would say, like, yeah, like I said, the top part there, it's just a bit of flavor text or whatever up here. That could be in Orcish, but this part where it's supposed to be mechanically explaining it would be better if it was in English, I reckon. You can start cultivating the Slayer mohawk. Oh yeah, my hair's pretty long at the moment. I could shave it into a mohawk right now. It'd be just a short little one. Short? Indeed. Oh dear. But yeah, I don't know. I probably should wrap this up at some point. But But yeah, no, really, really exciting stuff. Thanks for putting out an update for us all, Zephyr. It's really nice to see that, you know, stuff's still happening with the mod and going along at a good pace. I'm really excited to, like, I know that people like get excited about all the big explosions and powerful abilities and all that kind of stuff, but I'm honestly just excited about all the little things, like how, like, all the little things that are going to change about the gameplay when you know, the 1.3 stuff gets integrated, and all the little tweaks to like the existing factions and careers and all that kind of stuff, you know. Yeah, I don't know, I'm just excited to play it, you know. It's going to be awesome. It was Zerka that did the blog. Oh yeah, I didn't mean like thanking you specifically. I meant thanks to, you know, everybody in the team for producing all this stuff and giving us an update about it. But thanks, Zerka. Appreciate your work on the blog. But yeah, any updated estimates on when it's going to come out? Because that's pretty much what everyone just constantly asks me all the time. When's it going to come out? When's it going to come out? How long is it going to be? When are we going to play Dwarfs? I think last time you said maybe 3 months-ish if the bugs can be fixed. Is that still pretty much the rough estimate? Oh, you got rid of some big bugs? Oh, does that mean that we're closer than 3 months? Still a slight issue. So does that mean just it could be just any time now? So like if that slight bug is fixed, will you just release it straight away after that? Or is there still like a minimum time? Code stuff can be fixed in a day or a month. Yeah, so if once that's fixed in either a day or a month, will that be it? You'll release it straight away, or is there still other stuff? Like, is there a minimum time you still need to finish off some other stuff, or is it literally just that bug? We'll then have a beta period before public launch. Oh, okay. How long is the beta period typically? Okay, so we're looking at like probably at least a month away still, like 1 to 2 months probably, unless some other disaster befalls us and it gets delayed again, or delayed more. Well, that's exciting stuff. I'll be yeah, I'll be pretty keen to check that out. Let's play game. Nah, I don't think I can play game. I gotta go to work in half an hour, so there's not much point really playing. Yeah, no, that's cool. Just a general idea. Yeah, I mean, whenever people like whenever you give me an estimate or whatever, and people ask me, I always say, you know, just an estimate. You know, not in any way set of stone or anything. You know, so don't worry. I won't be like Zed Foreign said it will be 6 weeks from now. You know, I won't say that. I won't try and give people any false hope or anything. But yeah, it's gonna be definitely gonna be very exciting. I guess if we don't even know the date back here, how can we give the public a date? Yeah, that's true. I suppose as well, if you're going to do beta testing, there's a chance that the beta testers will be like, oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's totally needs to be reworked or whatever. And then if, you know, if you guys decide, yeah, they're right, we need to totally rework that, then that could just totally throw a spanner in the works and put it back a couple of months or whatever. Or is the beta testing going to be just purely bug fixing? You don't care what they think about, you know, gameplay and stuff? balancing and bug fixing. Yeah, because I feel like there's some stuff like I was sort of talking about before. Like I mean I don't know if that's actually going to be a major issue or not, but with the dwarf campaign movement speed, like maybe that won't be an issue at all. Maybe I'm just you know, imagining, you know, maybe I'm just awfulizing it, you know, but yeah, that's the kind of thing that I could imagine, you know, you'd be like, oh yeah, dwarfs should be slow because they've got short legs, cool, let's make them slow. And then you get into the beta testing and you're like, yeah, dwarfs are shit because you can't catch anything and the whole faction's fucked, like we need to rework the speed thing, you know, but you wouldn't necessarily see that until you've actually played, you know. If someone walks around the map and finds the AI are all doing a group hug in a lake, then I need to go and fix it. Yeah, yeah. Weird like AI interactions with the battle maps. But yeah, dwarfs are gonna be cool. I'm looking forward to it. Oh yeah, somebody was saying there was an issue with another mod where somebody made all of the like a certain faction, they made them all really short into like little babies, and basically it made them almost invincible because the AI couldn't aim, like the AI couldn't deal with aiming low to actually hit them. If you're below like a certain height, like the AI just kind of doesn't aim down at your legs or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if have you guys had any issues with that, like with the dwarfs being too short and the AI not being able to hit them or anything? I don't know. Somebody said that. Yeah, so dwarfs are fine in that regard. Yeah, yeah. Somebody else had said that, you know, there was dwarfs in other mods that were fine. So yeah, I assumed it would be fine, but yeah. But yeah, yeah, cool. The only thing that might be an issue is cavalry versus dwarves. Actually, yeah, that's a good point because even now demigriffs, like if you're playing a demigriff, like if you're on a demigriff, it's pretty hard to hit infantry a lot of the time. Didn't you have problems with kicking recently when playing with short characters? Yeah, but that's okay though. I think you're meant to have that problem. So the problem with the dwarfs, because they're short legs, dwarfs basically can't kick because you just can't. Your range is not long enough. Like your feet can't reach them when you try and kick it. So if you make a character really short, then you just basically can't kick. It's pretty annoying. Yeah, if they're running towards you, so they just like run into you, then you can kick them. But if you're at like normal fighting distance, then yeah, your kicks just miss all the time. Like I think I try, like normally when I kick, I'm probably about 70 to 80% accurate. Like I kicks always land pretty much. Whereas when I was playing with a really short dwarf character, yeah, I was managing to hit my kicks like 1 out of 10 times. Like it was super, like, yeah, basically you just never hit with it. So yeah, so we're gonna have to shield bashing only, no dwarf, no kicks basically if you're a dwarf, but that's okay. Yeah, yeah, they just have short legs, they just can't reach you. But yeah, you can still do charge damage and knock them over and stuff. I imagine with lances and stuff, they'd still be able to get them, stab and stuff. So most cavalry, a lot of cavalry have lances, so they'd be okay in that regard. But yeah. Actually, maybe that's the dwarf superpower. They can just smash cavalry armies because they won't be able to hit them. Just chop the horses up. Hey, I wonder if they'll just chop up. They'll actually just kill the horses all the time because they won't be able to hit the rider. The AI when they fight cavalry, they aim for the rider, don't they? They don't aim for the horse on purpose. But I wonder with the dwarfs if they'll aim for the rider, but they'll just hit the horse instead because they won't be able to reach the rider. Or if they'll just like miss because they'll be out of range. Actually, that could be a good point. If they try and do like a side swing, and they're aiming for the rider's chest, then they might miss because they're too short, and then just miss the horse as well. Whereas if they just actually that could be something to check out actually, whether the dwarfs are able to hit cavalry. Because if they miss the rider but they kill the horse, that's okay. Like riders pile into a block of dwarfs, the dwarfs just chop up the horses and then they fall down and get killed. That's cool. But if the dwarfs all aim for the rider's chest with side swings and just hit nothing, and the riders can just walk back and forth through their lines in it forever, then that would be pretty bad. You also need add a lot of mass for small dwarf characters and makes them stay in place when charged. Yeah, I think Z4 said they actually do have a bonus to not getting knocked over, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I mean, also it's only like the first couple of dudes that get hit that get knocked over anyway. Like once you plow into an infantry block, they get slowed down. They still get knocked over. Yeah. You said they have a little bit more mass than normal. You know, there are things like demis and trolls out there. Yeah, but I'm saying like if there's a, you might have a problem. I'm not sure if this will be a problem or not, but you might have a problem where the dwarfs will just constantly try to target the rider, and they just won't be able to hit the rider because they're too short, and they won't hit the horse either. So basically, cavalry will just be invincible to dwarfs. They just won't be able to attack them at all. And yeah, you might have the same problem with the horses trying to attack the dwarfs. They just can't reach down that low. But you know, cavalry with lances and stuff should be okay, you would think, and cavalry with long swords, with long two-handers, like Bretonnian knights. Oh, the dwarfs are able to take out cavalry, no problem? Oh, cool. Oh, that's right. I was just concerned it might be an issue. I wish they weren't. You hate the dwarfs? Well, I hate the Bretonnians and the elves, so dwarfs forever. Dwarfs for life. Dwarfs might become my new Chaos Warriors for my new favorite faction. We'll see how we go. I'm loving. I want to get my Dwarf Thunderer ranks going as well. Just fucking blasting. Oh yeah, do you have bespoke Thunderer type guns and stuff for the dwarfs, or do they just use the same handguns and stuff that the Empire uses? I might have to wrap this up. Sorry guys, I gotta go get ready for work. But yeah, is there anything else anyone else wanted to say before we go? Anything else you wanted to impart or mention before I go Zed forward? Yeah, I'll probably play some more. Yeah, I'll probably play some more. Probably play some more Bannerlord, Old Realms Bannerlord, in a few days. But yeah, tonight I'll probably play Warhammer. We'll probably play Wolfric campaign. We'll try and get our Time of the Bear campaign going again, but I'll restart obviously. But yeah, we'll get the Time of the Bear going again. Next blog should be fairly big as well. Oh yeah, is the next blog coming pretty soon, or is that? Wait, normally the blog comes out after the end of the month. So the February blog will come out in March, right? At the start of March. Is that normally when it's supposed to come out? Or is the February blog supposed to come out during February? After the end of the month, yeah. Okay, cool. So so maybe in like 3 or 4 weeks from now we might see the next blog. Yeah, I'm pretty much an Empire file. I just want to see more Empire stuff, and Empire Chaos. Empire and Chaos are my two favorite factions, and yeah, Dwarfs and Vampires are probably my next two favorite factions after that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really get into the Vampire factions in this game. I think, like I said, the Blood Knight, if he didn't have that slow time ability, I'd like the Blood Knight a lot better, I think. But yeah, that just, I don't know, it just puts me off. I've tried playing it a few times, but I don't play Blood Knight anymore. It just doesn't jive with me. And the Vampire, I just, yeah, it's just the career abilities basically. Yeah, the Vampire, I like the idea of the Vampire Lord. I just hate that mist ability. It just feels janky and weird. Doesn't feel like proper. I don't know. I wish they would just get rid of that bat ability and make it that you could drink people's blood and regenerate in combat. That'd be sick. If you could just like grab people and like drink their blood, that'd be cool. I don't know how you would do that. It'd probably be really, really hard. But yeah, if the Vampire had a blood drinking ability, career ability that could like regenerate his health or some shit, that'd be sick. I'd be all over that. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thanks, guys. But yeah, I love the mod. Obviously, Zedford, I play many hours of your mod all the time. You've given me, you and the team have given me much joy. So you know, always grateful and thankful for all the stuff that you guys do. And yeah, really appreciate you coming into chat and helping, you know, clarify stuff and give us a few little extra tips and sneaky hints and stuff. It's always good fun. Hope you like new update. Yeah, no, I definitely do like the new update. Yeah, all the new maps. Some of those maps that you did are amazing, and I really like all the orc tavern and everything. Looks really cool. The orc arena. Yeah, just I mean, I don't really interact that much with diplomacy and stuff like that, but it's just good to know that you're working on these integrations with the 1.3 content. Shore Muscle is just a god. Look at the shit. Looks fucking amazing. Yeah, all the weapons look amazing. Yeah, just everything's pretty awesome, really. Yeah. Yeah, I like the dwarf characters, look pretty cool as well. Yeah, these taverns look pretty cool. I like these, I don't know if these little walkways above that you can actually walk on or not. There's the dwarf adornment there. But I was thinking little like walkways and stuff like that where you could like walk along and like kick people off there and stuff, like in actual battle maps would be kind of cool. Yeah, nice. I miss I mean, remember how in Warband you used to have those tavern fights where dudes would try to like beat you up and stuff in the tavern. You have like the random drunk that would attack you in the tavern. That was fun. I wish we had that in Bannerlord. And also those assassins that would sometimes attack you like just in the streets or whatever in the city, and you have to like have a random fight against assassins. Shit like that was cool. If you want more images, you can always check the art station. Oh, nice. I have to check that out sometime. But yeah, no, I gotta go now. Though I've got my phone's blowing up. I've got 11 messages, so I gotta go and check out what's going on with that. But all right, guys, you guys have a good time. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks, Zedforeign. You're a legend, and you know, love you all, and goodbye.